Howdy folks, Athios here, and welcome back to Greedfall. When last we left off, we had finished Afra's side quest, like part 1. We learned a bit more about her and got some more where she's able to go after her own people if they're being dicks. And, is pretty much of like mind as pretty much almost everyone here. I don't know. We haven't gotten Kurt's views on natives and other factions. He's probably not too keen on Taleme and the Bridge Alliance and stuff. Petrus seems to be pretty, pretty understandable in terms of viewing everyone as equal. And Afra is showing that same trait. Siora is hot-headed and is very willing to give in to vengeance if she's not checked. So there's that. Petrus, we talked to Petrus if we wanted to start the next phase of that arena fight for the Mother Cardinal, try and get her to come out of hiding, doing her underworld deeds or whatever. And but Kurt apparently has something to talk about. So we haven't talked to Kurt in a while. We haven't used Kurt in a while, so might as well at least talk to him.
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors.
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I'd hoped never to cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the guard. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
Yeah, so we'll put that off until later. Right. So when we're ready to go to San Mateus,
I must leave you.
When we're ready to go to San Mateus, we'll have Kurt and Petrus and do both of those side quests simultaneously over there. Until then, we have Petrus and Siora, and we're in the fire again. Siora for our investigation into Eden. So we got a lot of talking to do with people. We gotta talk with the village chief before this became a joint village. Which, it's so weird looking. This is a joint village. Alright. Alright, hey chief. Why don't you tell me a bit about this place, and you got an interesting mask.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Not anymore?
The Sardet. I am the
I guess the Taleme took care of that.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
Yeah, let's just talk about Eden.
A lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
What was the name of it before?
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Alright, ask about just go down the line.
The arrival of the people of Taleme, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
You are skipping some critical parts to that.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So
they bullied you into it.
Talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
Alright, what about the warriors?
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser.
Inquisitors.
Sons, and they killed many of them. Oi asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men, perhaps wiser than they are.
I
Yeah,
have to go.
I don't know if that's gonna work out.
Like so many others.
I don't know if that's gonna work out for you, Chief. Alright, so we got last person we gotta talk to is the guy that we talked to in the first place, the father guy. And learn more about the story of Eden, and then we'll investigate the place where they were keeping the tablets. Alright, apparently we didn't talk to you enough the first time.
Father,
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
You can tell me everything. Creation.
tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village.
Obviously.
The islanders called it Vigsenegad, which translates to the village of the old sage.
Okay.
We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthäus, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony.
Peace and harmony, huh?
described in the scriptures.
Peace and harmony, but you tortured the village populace for information about the tablets in the first place. So peace and harmony is not built off the back of atrocity.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those
I think we've
who
heard this
stayed,
one before.
Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthäus. That helped to convince them.
Oh, what's going on there?
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But, in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents.
Yeah, but it
Nobody
doesn't.
thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
I must leave you.
Yeah, you're
Goodbye.
a delusional
May the
friend.
enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
Yeah, no shit.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Shut up, Petrus.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
Yeah, and much worse. So freaking killed a bunch of people and forced yourselves here. Freaking dummy-dums. Alright. Alright, it's time for Sherlock de Sardet. De Sardet Holmes.
There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Mm-hmm.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So, the thieves only had to take the key from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
Mm-hmm.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must
Or-
have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Or someone who wants to make big money and thinks that the tablets aren't needed to justify more atrocities towards the natives. I am looking at this guy over here hard. And Brother Virgil. Alright, so... Okay, so we gotta go back and talk to Lara again. Oh boy. Just gonna go back and forth this episode. At least in the same place. At least it isn't like what the main mission is right now, which is let's go to the middle of the island, and then nope, we can't go and talk to the council. We need to talk to the guy that we sent from the middle of the island all the way to New Serene to help out our cousin, and now we need his help to get a meeting with the council. All right, hey
You
Lair.
have returned on Almanawi. Do you need something else?
Yeah. So what's
I
the
think
tablet?
I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Alright, try to provoke him, get him to talk, or threaten to summon the Inquisition. Don't want to summon the Inquisition. Let's try Charisma. The coin flip.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
I do not think they will hurt us.
Alright, coin flip fail.
They want peace too, and violence would break it all.
Ah, do we have to... let's provoke them ourselves. And we're going to take our responsibility of this one way or another. We're not going to bring in those a-holes.
I understand why you are no longer the chief, if you do not even know what the inhabitants of your village are doing.
You're right. I was indeed a bad chief. I couldn't even convince those who left to stay.
I understand why you are no longer the chief, if you do not even know what...
Okay, and then I guess I'm... got no choice.
Since you do not want to talk, I will have to tell the Mother Cardinal to send the Ordo Luminous. The Inquisitors will make you confess the name of the person who helped the exiles.
You wouldn't do that. The Solasser would burn the entire village.
He's not really leaving me a choice. Right. Let's go back to San Mateus.
Wait! I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindual.
Damn it.
She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son.
Alright, let's get out of
I
here.
have to go.
Like so many others.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Well, dang it. I didn't want to... I had no choice but to use that option. All the other options failed. That sucks. So you already... Let's look at our... still nice and still friendly. So it hasn't had an adverse effect yet. Alright, who do we need to talk to? Just keep going. Right over there. Alright. Hello.
Greetings. Are you Vindual?
Bertia Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
I'm gonna ask about Lair.
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the Mind Shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Mateus.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
Who are you,
There's
Shaggy?
no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Yeah, we are going to use our intuition. I'll put a lot of thieves to be spared.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Teleme is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
Alright, hopefully we are able to do that. Okay, so what path? So there's a left path and another path. I'm assuming that's the left path that she doesn't want us to take, so I'm gonna put an extra marker there. Alright, I guess we're heading that way. Retrieve the tablets. Like freaking Taleme's 10 Commandments over here. What the hell did he write? There's, oh, what the heck? You kidding me? Ah! Freaking die, all of you die. Too easy. Freaking don't want to fight those anymore. Okay. Oh, we gotta go this way. Do 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 do. Oh boy. Great, now I got It Wasn't Me stuck in my head. Alright, we are not there yet. Yeah, we've seen traps before. Alright, so that's... Oh, this is this path we gotta go to. And then until...
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Yeah.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
Yeah, that's why we're taking this path. This is other path. There's freaking 3 paths. Shit. Okay. And we'll go far right. Right. Unless she meant the other left. It's always the problem with that kind of direction. So far, so good. Ah, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. So I don't know how I've seen like the beginnings of like the romance options. Like you have dialogue that you just like I guess just start with whoever you want to romance. I don't even know if you can romance more than one person. It's a French game, so I would assume that they're like romance whoever you want. A terrible French accent. But you know, typically you get one person to romance.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Yep. Yep, 4 tablets. Okay, so it is a mechanic of the game that I want to explore. I have no idea who Sardet would romance at this point. I mean, as far as like I haven't even been thinking about like Sardet's sexuality at all. As far as like people that he's, you know, had the most I think has gotten along with best is Vasco and Ciora. So those would be like the 2 that I gotta think of. Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions.
Alright. So yeah, net you know, a net gain of 0 for that. But as long as we're keeping it positive for the right reasons, then yeah. Okay, I think, yeah, we can just... Yeah, just straight down this way. So yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I guess I need to start soon. Oh shit. God, there's so many of them. And they're all horned and albino. So no thank you. No thank you, sir. So yeah, like I don't know how much. I figure we got a lot of main quests left to go. Because we haven't even met Mr. Thousand Faces yet. I assume we don't only get one encounter with him. Or her, you know, entity. And I don't have a gender assigned to the God of a Thousand Faces. So yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about that between this and next recording session of who does Sardet like want to start courting, and because probably we should have started earlier when things were less situation was less dire in terms of like we gotta find we gotta find a cure for the Malicor to help out Constantine. In the meantime, we're
I retrieved your
screwing
relics.
around, literally.
Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
Yeah, Brother
I
Virgil.
don't want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter.
True.
Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been
A bit clumsy.
in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing.
God,
our
you're such a
research
dick,
without
Virgil.
you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition.
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our
Oh
father.
no, no,
In the
no.
meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Okay,
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
okay. Alright, I thought they were gonna rope us in. Alright, we got some cash, we got some XP. Followed. Wait for the results of the research. Now we're gonna wait a day for research results. What do we have left? So we gotta wait for research results. We got Peterson and Kurt's quests. Gonna go like all the way to New Serene. At some point we'll finish off the New Serene freaking crap in the arena. I think we're really close. So, I mean, we might as well just wait around. I hate doing that. But I mean, we're here. We can just chill. And who knows, maybe they'll give us an excuse. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't decided yet. I have no idea. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out who Sardet wants to try and pursue, and we'll see how if it's if it's standard romance stuff, or if it gets more complicated, or if you can like try to romance more than one person and kind of make like love triangle situations, because I'm definitely not a fan of love triangles in TV shows, movies, books, other media, but I haven't really seen it tried too often in games, especially like it might be interesting if you were, since you're, the one playing the game, if you were trying to navigate that type of complex relationship stuff, because I know like technically we did that in Mass Effect, like the Mass Effect series. How much time do we have? There we go. Mass Effect series, I think it's specifically, it may have been all three of them, but I definitely remember Mass Effect 2, where if you pursued more than one romance option, you'd get the you get to romance nobody because they're I forget. You get if you go after the two. It's been so long since I played Mass Effect, and hopefully the remasters are something to behold.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The
Let me guess, it didn't go well.
heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue
Oh, they
their
went to the
research in
swamps.
some
Oh,
parts.
they went to the
But they
swamps.
must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to
Problems,
seek
you say?
but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I'm not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
Okay. Alright. What do you got on you?
This man is burning up with fever and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows.
The blows did not put him in this state. He looks like a victim of poisoning.
Poisoning
With the
again?
right antidote, I think we could get him back on his feet.
Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them.
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. The man was in the swamp. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Oh boy. Oh, I don't know if Lair will help us after what we pulled with him. We pulled all the stops, threatened to get the Inquisition over here to torture him. And so he's probably not too happy to see us. I know I wouldn't be. Just sucks that we had to resort to that in order to advance the quest. Because every other option failed.
Onol Manawi, you've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes,
Oh, boy.
and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another
Alright,
clan.
so water under the bridge.
Me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
Alright, what about a healer? Oh yeah,
I
look,
need your advice.
net positive.
You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be helpful. Alas, our Donegat is one of the exiles. But Vindwal knows plants well. She will know.
Oh, we gotta speak to
Thank you.
Vindwal
I will
again.
go see her. I hope she agrees to help us.
These are only two
I have to go.
natives
Like so many
in the village,
others.
apparently. Is Lair and Vindwal. Still in their same spot, I'm assuming. Oh, see, there's someone who's who isn't Lair or Vindwal. So weird. It's just we only
Here
talk to
you
these
are
two.
again. What do you want?
I want to ask about antelope.
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about remedies.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants. I used to want to become a Donegat.
That was a
One
long
of the
time ago,
researchers came
apparently.
back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he
Sorry.
was bitten by a creature of the
It was
swamp.
an ageist,
And now he
ageist
has
joke.
the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper treatment.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could have asked for our help, but they treat us like children. You are different. And you have allowed my son to join a new clan. So, I will give you the potion to cure the priest. Wait a moment. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Alright, so this should help out. And if we can do this really quickly, I'll just sort of wrap this up. This seems pretty quick to do before we leave off.
Where am I?
Oh, hi.
You are in Eden. You're safe.
You are Eden. You are safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have disappeared.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who are at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues on the map. I will join them.
There. Please, hurry.
We give
Thank you. You should rest
we
now.
give him the antidote? Okay, I guess we did. Guess we did heal him with the antidote. Some of these weird cuts. There's weird cuts. Alright, so... Nope, not that. Find the theologian's camp. Okay, so we gotta go up that way to do that. So that's what we'll do next time. So, till next time, this has been Zethios, signing out for now. Bye, folks.